Hey there everybody, this is Caitlin here and welcome to a kind of little bonus video for you this week. In terms of this week in particular, I got a very exciting package in the mail actually. Something that I've been waiting for a long time. If I just lift up the box for you here, you might get a little inkling as to what it could be thanks to this little sticker on the side here. But the reason why I'm talking quite quietly is because it's quite late at night. I just came back from a Force of Will sealed format tournament or whatever. So if you're interested to find out how I did in that, I'm going to have a bonus video on my Patreon. I will be mentioning it in both videos today, just in case some people who aren't maybe in particular interested in this video will still get an idea of what's happening in the other video I upload today. So if you're interested in me doing a deck profile of my sealed format deck that I had today, then be sure to check out my Patreon. If you are a patron of $1 or more, you'll get access to that video and you'll be able to check it out. But for now, we're going to be opening up this parcel in particular, and you probably already guessed what it is by now, considering that the title of the item will be in the title for this video, whatever. I'm actually using a ruler here to try and get the sellotape off because I couldn't find my scissors. I know I'm very silly, I couldn't find my scissors or whatever, so my apologies if it takes me a bit longer to actually get into this box here, because it's sellotaped quite well, unfortunately, so this might take me a little moment here, actually. Hold on. I could just rip into the box, actually, if I just use strength here. Oh my gosh, it's just like sellotaped quite well. Can you hear that? Can you hear me ripping at the sellotape here? It's not a nice noise, actually. It's not a nice noise at all, but let me get into it here. Oh dear, it is literally sellotaped all the way around. My apologies here. I'm just... Oh, here we go. I think I found the end. Maybe? Oh, come on. Here we go. Right. I think we're making some progress here. This is filthily noisy and I'm trying to be quiet. It's not very good at all. It's not good at all. If I mainly just get into the top here, that would really save me a lot of bother of having to get all the way around the box. Should I use my teeth? Should I just like gung-ho and use my teeth to get into this? I don't want to appear like a savage, like trying to rip out a box with my own teeth. That would look quite not ladylike at all. And I profess to trying to be a lady. Well, try to, I don't know. This is just me ad-libbing till I could get this box actually open. Ah, come on. My apologies. I'm so sorry. I should have maybe tried to open this before I started this video. That would have been the smart idea. But I don't always have the smartest ideas. Ooh. Is this even opening up? I don't know. This will be like 5 minutes of me trying to open a box at this rate. Oh, come on. I feel... Ooh. Haha. Again, we're in boys and girls. Because girls are on this channel as well. Finally, okay. And now, the moment of truth. I don't know if you can see that in there, but hold on a sec. As I get assaulted by this box here. Oh, these are like, I don't know what these are called, but they're always inside these game boxes. Oh, that was loud. Fine. A belt of plastic, essentially. Okay, this is my receipt. You don't need to see my receipt. But the main prize in this box, if I can just lift it, it's a bit awkward. Here it is, finally, at long last. Don't know if you can see the whole box here. This is the Persona 5 Take Your Heart, this isn't it? Take Your Heart Premium Edition. This game, oh my gosh, I've been wanting this game for so long. Let me just like give you all the sides of the box here, because it is a magnificent box. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'll give you like a quick look at the back here, just to see. There's so much stuff that's actually in this. This is how you do a collector's edition, guys. Take note, video game producers. If you are ever making like a special edition of any kind of game, take note, because there's just so much. Like, I don't know if you can see it here. All this stuff is included inside this tiny little box, or rather this big box. You wouldn't think it, but all this stuff is included in this edition of Persona 5. I've been hyped for this game ever since it got announced. Like, I adore the Persona series. I don't know how many times I've completed 4. I've completed 4 so many times now. I've completed the Dancing All Night version. I'm still waiting to try and see if I can get like a cheap PS3 so I can finally play the Ultimax Arena versions and all that. So I am such a huge Persona fan, like, you can't even imagine, so I'm finally happy. This game is finally out. It was just, like, delayed so many times. I had this pre-ordered since, like, August of last year, if you can believe. This was originally meant to come out, well, after all the delays it got. It was slated for Valentine's Day of 2017, and then that got pushed back further to April the 4th of 2017, so it's finally here. We finally have it. I'm finally going to unbox it. So let's get this cellophane off and we can actually look inside. Like, literally, it is like, what is the time actually? It's like 10:30 at night. I didn't get the chance to record it this morning because I was mainly waiting on this arriving in the first place, and then as soon as it came or whatever, I had to leave to go and get to the tournament or whatever, and then that didn't finish until the store closed at like 9 o'clock, and then by the time I got my train home, that's when I got home. So basically that's why I'm maybe looking a little bit frazzled, why I'm talking so quietly, at least because I don't want to wake anyone else in the house, because then that wouldn't make for a good video if I'm waking people up. So here we go. It actually, the sleeve like slides off here, so I'll try and slide this off carefully because I like to keep the box as intact as possible, so I'll keep that sleeve there. But this is the front here. When you remove the sleeve, I don't know if you can see that very clearly, so it's got, this is like the main 4, like the main heroes or whatever. And obviously on the side here, Take Your Heart Premium Edition for Persona 5. And then if I flip it around to the back, you can see the other main characters. I can't remember all their names off the top of my head. I mainly remember the original, like, 4. This is obviously protagonist. This is Anna, I believe. Morgana. And I can't remember this dude's name. Like, I've seen his name so many times. I can't remember it off the top of my head now. But I know that after I've been playing this game countless times, I won't forget any other names. So there's like it's a magnetized box. This is like, if you've gotten Vingolf 3, magnetized box lid. So perfect. It's so perfect. So we just gently open this up here. Oh god, that new game smell. You're just like, new game smell. You can't smell it, but if you had smell-o-vision, you could see it there. And also at the top here, this looks like it's the art book, and then in the side here we've got the little Morgana plush just like sneaking out here. It's kind of hard to see because the lighting isn't that great, but I'll take these out one by one and show them off to you so you can see them. So what will we take out first? I guess we'll take out the art book first. This is just, it's quite a simple art book. It's a hardback, which I am a big fan of. I like the hardback art books. My only problem is that it is quite thin. It is quite thin for an art book, which is a bit of a shame considering how much, you know, this costs or whatever. But you know what? I'll take it, because, you know, I'm sure they don't want to, like, have too much of an art book made in case it spoils the game, because I know for a fact that Atlas put out a post or whatever about people streaming the game, so you will not be able to stream this game via PS4 share. So I was planning on hopefully doing a live stream of this at some point, but currently they have it locked, so you can't live stream the game through PS4. I think if you use like other means like Elgato and stuff like that, you can actually live stream the game, but I don't have that, so unfortunately for now we won't be live streaming Persona 5. But this book is so gorgeous, it feels nice to hold. I won't show off too much of the book or whatever, because obviously I know some people like to be surprised or whatever when they buy these things. So I just flipped it over to this random page, and it's actually the Persona 5 protagonist, which is pretty cool. So this is him in like his normal civilian school attire. Then here's some shots of him in his like Phantom Thief clothes, and here's some of his pictures of his persona. I don't want to like show off too much in the book or whatever, because I know that some people don't like being spoiled, so I won't show off too much of this. The back of it has like the Persona 5 logo on it, which is very nice. So it's very nice to hold. And also like the little side here, I don't know if you can see it here, it says Persona 5 The Aesthetics, which is a very nice thing to call it. Next up we have the steelbook case version of Persona 5. So I'll just show you that here. It's nice and like monochrome and everything like that. It looks really nice. I love these, I love steelbooks or whatever, particularly for for PS4 games. Because the steelbooks are really nice. I'm not too sure about steelbooks for, say, Nintendo games or whatever. I don't know why. Like, I just feel like sometimes it's not worth it. But, like, as you're just, like, peeling away the layers of plastic, it feels so worth it right now. Like, I got this from Game. I believe it was about £80 or something like that. It was, like, £79.99. which I think is the cheapest you could get this edition for in the UK. So here's the steelbook. So you take off this sleeve here, and the sleeve actually has like the kind of like the normal kind of blurby stuff at the back here. And then this is the proper steel case. So as you can see here, and if I flip it around, you can see there. And then we open it up, and it's so beautiful. This game, I can finally play it. I probably won't get to play it tonight because literally I am so tired right now. I'm literally like buzzing through this just as I'm opening up this box. So I will probably have to not play it tonight because I need my sleep. So sadly, I might need to wait till tomorrow till I can actually play the game. I'm pretty sure there might be like a patch on day one anyway. So I'll probably need to give it time to like update and everything like that. So that's the game inside the little seal book and everything like that. Close that over, keep the game intact, and we will pop this back on just so we don't ruin the sleeve or whatever. So that's awesome. And then next up here we have Persona 5 Sounds of Rebellion, which I believe is the full soundtrack or whatever. At least I think it's it, because it's got about 19 tracks in it. So I'm pretty sure this is the full soundtrack. I don't think any of these names are spoilery, so I'll show you the back of it here. Don't know if you can read it very well because obviously the lighting in here, whatever, and I don't know whether the camera actually flips or whatever like that. So that's the soundtrack there, and these are the new kind of like Persona. What's it called again? I can't remember the name of it. But you know what, the room that Igor lives in or whatever. I can't remember. What's it called again? I'm such a Persona fan and I can't even. Is it the Velvet Room? That was it. Name escaped me right there when I'm trying to think about it so hard. The Velvet Room. So these are the new two new assistants, and I believe it's based off of a prison cell or like a jail, because these are meant to be like the wardens. I think they're twins actually. They look like twins because, like, you know, they've got the eye patches and everything like that and similar uniforms. So I can't wait to start properly listening to that soundtrack. Probably put it on my iPod at some point. And then next up here, I believe this is the school bag, which is really exciting because I love bags, especially if like I can use them for cosplay. So I do plan on maybe cosplaying Anne, the girl with the two twin tails or whatever, at some point. So let's just unfold this out and have a look at it here. Oh, this is cool. So this is like a shoulder bag. And if you can see it here, so like this is the full size of the shoulder bag. It is a really nice size as well. Like I would use this for everyday use. It's got like the little symbol here for the high school that's featured in the game, which is really nice. It is Shojin Academy. So that's pretty cool. And it's got that new bag smell as well. Like, I love that smell as well. So, this will be cool. I can maybe use this for, and ow. Find my arm off the little table here for my bed. Hurt myself there. So, I really like that. That's really cool. Might even take this to Decon with me because this is a pretty good sized bag, even for just carrying around, which is pretty cool. And then, last but not least, we have the little Morgana plush. So, let's, like, free you from your bindings, Morgana. Oh, there we go. It is, like, so cute. I mean, it's so teeny tiny, but like Persona needs more like merchandise and stuff. So look at this, so cute. Morgana is such a cute little kitty, and like they've got their little tail here, like the cute little tail, and then they've got like a little buckle. It looks like a buckle. Yeah, it looks like a buckle at the back of their heads there. So this is just so cute. I totally adore this. This Morgana is just adorable. Just like look at it. It's so cute. So that is everything that's inside the box. I'll even just show you the empty box here as it is. It's just like, oh, it's an empty box. Also, I just noticed there's like a little cat Morgana here, and it says "Take Your Heart." That's so cute. Oh my gosh. So that is everything that's inside this special edition, Take Your Heart collector's edition, whatever you want to call it. We have the Morgana plush. We've got the school bag here for it. We have got the official soundtrack for the game. We have, obviously, the game itself in the Steelbook edition of it. And finally, we have the art book that comes with it. So, all in all, I think this is a pretty epic special edition, guys. I am so hyped to finally play this game. I'm just, like, casually putting the stuff back inside the box so I don't lose any of it. I don't want to lose any of the stuff in here because that would make me cry so much after waiting so long for this game. And then I lose something in the box and just be like, no, I cannot accept this. So, I'll just, like, wrap it back up here. And then put it back inside the sleeve so I don't lose anything because that would make me cry so much. So let me just carefully slide you back into your sleeve. And then I can maybe properly play the game tomorrow. Game, go back inside your box. Come on, there we go. There we go, nice and pretty. Very, very nice. So that has been this unboxing for this awesome Take Your Heart Premium Edition, Collector's Edition, whatever you want to call it, for Persona 5. Let me know, guys, if you are excited to finally play Persona 5. It feels like years since we've had a proper new installment in the Persona series. I'm super hyped to get into this. This is probably going to be the game that I'm going to be playing like every single night now for like a couple hours at least, so I can try and like get into it, because I've just been so excited for it. Literally, I've been so hyped for it, and I can't wait to play it. Don't know if I'll get very far this week, obviously, because I'm very busy getting ready for Decon. So later on today, guys, expect another video. It's going to be a Force of Will video relating to kind of spoilery theory slash lore discussion. That'll be up later on today, and be sure to check out my Patreon if you want to check out that video I was talking about, the little preview of the kind of the sealed format deck I was running at a local tournament at my locals. And obviously, if you become a patron, you obviously get all the different rewards and stuff, like as for as little as $1, whatever, you can like get all the bonus content that I upload onto my Patreon account. If you do like $3 or more, you get the chance to get free artwork drawn by me every month as any character that you request and everything like that, and loads of other things. You get different previews, you get weekly schedules uploaded, previews of thumbnails, previews of things that I'm working on, and work in progress images and that. So just check on down the link in below in the description. And until next time, guys, I will see you all later.